guys? This is Conservative MMA Picks, and I just recently gave you guys the recent pick for the UFC Fight Night in Oklahoma City between Dracus du Plessis and Kamaru Usman. But now I'm going to tell you why the UFC dropped the ball on this, because you're having two former champions who happen to be Africans. Well, one that is a true African, and the other one that is representing his African heritage, and you have two of them fighting in a fight that should be considered a super fight uh, between two former champions, but yet you're having these two former champions who happen to be African, and you're holding it in America. Now, a person like me who's all American and appreciates anything, any entertainment that's being brought out in America, but this seems like the type of fight that should have been held in Africa. The UFC, even though they are known as one of the biggest MMA promotions in the world, they have yet to put on an event in Africa. Whereas the rivals like the PFL have already put on three events in Africa, and this particular fight, felt like the type of fight that should have been made in Africa. It didn't matter if they had it in South Africa or some part of Africa, but Dracus du Plessis and Kamaru Usman should have been fighting in Africa and not in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. However, uh, it'll be an intriguing fight, and if I had the opportunity, I would even attend that fight. That's actually easy for me to fly over to Oklahoma City than it would for me to fly over to Africa and watch it. But this is where the UFC would have at least been able to capitalize in that particular market of MMA in Africa, and I think that would have been the best fight to place there. But nevertheless, we have it in Oklahoma City, so be it. But that fight should definitely be in Africa. I mean, Dracus du Plessis, former UFC middleweight champion, going up against Kamaru Usman, who's moving up a weight class from welterweight to middleweight, and was a former UFC welterweight champion. I mean, come on, you have to put that fight. I mean, you have to have that fight in Africa. That's what it is. But that is my that is my gripe for today. And this is the Conservative MMA picks. And in case if you forgot between who I picked between Dracus and Kamaru Usman, my pick will be Dracus du Plessis, and I have him winning by decision. So tune in again. This is the Conservative MMA picks. Oh, and happy White History Month. As you know, I love white people. Isn't this amazing?